Okay, well, welcome back, everyone. So, we're here still in Felwood, and whoops, one thing I need to do, I almost forgot. I put my Greater Soulstone on, but otherwise we're pretty much ready to go to get some quests done, and we don't have a ton of quests left, but what we're going to do is head to the northern part. You might remember me talking about this last time. We're going to head to the northern part of the Felwood zone, and mainly we're going to work on we have a quest on Feralis still over here, the Strength of Corruption. We're going to work on that. And ooh, that's a high-level warrior. Please don't kill me. Thank you. And then also, we're going to work on... Oh, there's a high-level rogue. Please don't kill me. Okay, thank you. There's a lot of high-level alliance running around here. They're looking for Grom's blood and probably a few other herbs, maybe some minerals, or those like Night Dragon's Breath that I was mentioning, whipper-root tubers, those kind of things. Yeah, I don't think we have any quests for Impsy at the moment. Ooh, there's that rogue again. That'd be really nice if these people do not kill me. But we need to go to the north. We need to get 15 Blood Amber. That's probably the most important quest for us. And then also the Angerpaw Grizzlies and Fellpaw Ravagers. Where do we even turn that quest in? Tallow Thornhoof. And then I guess we turn it back in Feralis. That it's kind of a trek back to turn that in. I mean, I'd be up for doing it, but I'm not like in a hurry to do that. So, here we go. Let's aggro everything while we try and get this one true silver deposit. Totally worth it though. This will be our first true silver deposit, I think, that we've been able to. Wait, we still can't mine. Oh, that's right. One of these days, I'll remember that True Silver is at like 230 mining, and Mithril is at like 175. I'm so dumb. Please ignore me. Please ignore that. I've been talking about this for like 20 episodes straight about mining True Silver at 175, and I definitely know I can't do that. I've said that a while ago, but I'm still here trying to do it, so... Whoops. Because we are actually at 177, right. Now... Let's see, so we need to go over these hills here, so we're actually just going to follow the path a little bit farther up. I think it was last episode, we went straight to the right here to go to Iron Tree Woods. Maybe it was 2 episodes back. I think it was 2 episodes ago. We went to Iron Tree Woods. But today we're going around that, and if we go over here to Iron Tree Woods, there's actually a big hill there. It's really hard to get over that. I think we can. I think if you go south, there's a little gap here you can sneak through, but it's not exactly easy, and there's a lot of mobs along the way, so it's a little bit easier to just go straight north around here. Now, the other thing I want to worry about is my engineering skill. I actually did some skill ups the other day, and I did that off camera. I mentioned that. I made those shadow goggles. We went from 141 to 146. Problem now is I don't know what to make to skill up. None of these are like easy to make. Like this requires quite a few things, including silver bars. That's the only orange item we have. One of the only orange items we have. Ornate spyglass we can make. But that requires quite a few little things. And Mossa Gate, is that how I'd pronounce it as? And what we need, bronze tubes, copper modulators. Let's see. So we'd need to make whirring bronze gizmos, bronze tubes, and copper modulators. So we need so many little things, and copper modulators need copper bolts. So it's just, we need so many little dumb things for that. It's kind of an annoying thing to make, and I'm not sure that's like the best option for us. So I'm not really sure what we're gonna do just yet. Now we need to. Let me go look and see what these blood amber are. What are these dropped from? The Iron Tree Caverns, and in the caverns, Warpwood Elementals, and they will drop this. Okay. So, let's go check out the caverns. I think this might be the caverns actually right here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we need to clear... Okay, that's fine. We can just go... So it was actually Iron Tree Woods where we need to be, because there's a cave system here. That's fine. We'll go ahead and do this then. Let's clear our way into this cavern, and thankfully these don't look super difficult. They're all like level 52, 53, 52, okay. Yeah, we can handle those pretty easily. I'm wondering if they cast a root, it looks like, so it's good to know. Really important when you're out grinding on mobs or working on quests to kind of understand what they can drop or what they do, the mobs. Just so you have a sense of how, you know, like, cautious you have to be, especially when you're fleeing from mobs, possibly. In this case, it doesn't look too deadly. Entangling Roots doesn't really do a lot of damage, like 33 damage every 3 seconds. It's hardly something I'm super scared of. Certainly I don't want to get rooted if I can help it, but it's not too bad. These guys actually melee for a lot of damage, though. They deal like 100 damage per hit, it looks like, so that's actually a little bit worse. Do we have... Okay, I've still got Taunt going on Tang Moth. I turned it off like 2 episodes ago, because I was trying to like siphon up some of his mana was what I was using him for. So I'm not sure. I think I generally want him to have Taunt up, but it's just important to keep in mind that maybe not always taunting is the best. Taunting might not always be the best choice. In a lot of cases, I think just, well, that fear didn't last very long. In a lot of cases, just fearing the mob might be the best way to go, and then not worry about taunt stuff. But okay. Well, we're rooted for a moment. Well, that's a long route too. I guess we're just gonna hang out here for a bit. It's kind of annoying. Okay, so how do we... We've killed, what, 3 of these and gotten 1 drop? Okay, that sucks. That's a bad drop rate. I would really like this drop rate to be a little bit better, because these aren't... They're not awful mobs to kill, but they're not exactly easy to kill. I don't know if I really need to go in that cave or want to go in that cave system. It seems like there's plenty of these to grind on out here. So I think we will just farm them up outside. I just don't feel like it's exactly the safest idea to go in that cave. I've mentioned this a million times. Caves are just not my favorite place to be going into in Vanilla WoW. They really are a little scary. And mobs seriously are kind of nasty in caves if they start respawning on you a lot. So I generally try and avoid going in them if I can help it. I just don't want to get in there if I don't have to be. And they rarely offer any benefit from going in a cave. Like, you don't get anything for being inside of a cave, you know. The best you might get is like a treasure chest. It's often like treasure chests in there. And occasionally there'll be like mineral nodes and things like that, but I mean, you can detect mineral nodes from outside the cave in a lot of cases, right? Like if I get close enough like this, I should be able to sense if there's any there. And it doesn't seem like there's any there, so I'm not particularly worried about that. About missing out on any mineral nodes, you know? Oh. They're dropping a lot of stuff, though. I mean, we've gotten a few heal potions. 1 superior, 1 major, which is really nice. I don't really need a lot of potions. Actually, I have a lot of mail, I bet, right now. I forgot to check my mail. I don't know if there's actually a mail box at Blood Venom Post. Is that the place? What's it called over here? Yeah, Blood Venom Post. I don't even know if there's a mailbox over there, to be honest. Also, let's see if we might have missed a quest over here. It might be like a level 52 quest. Maybe that's why I don't have it. I might have, when I flew back here, forgot to grab it. Or I didn't like take a look around for quests. Because last time we were there, we were on level 51. We became 52 in Alterac Valley last episode. When I landed, I didn't look around for quests, but it looks like 15 Ragged Owl Beasts and 15 Raging Owl Beasts. I don't know where those are, the Owl Beasts. I'm not sure where they're at. I feel like those are in Winter Spring, but that doesn't seem right. It seems like we're a little too low level to be in Winter Spring, so I don't think they'd give us that quest yet. Anyway, what was I saying? So we need to kill these bears also, so we're just going to work on some bear kills. This guy does a bleed effect. Looks like, oh no, a low sweat. Movement speed reduced by 50%. Okay. Not a huge concern. Yeah, that's like one of the least of my concerns is being slowed right now when we're actually out grinding. The thing that sucks about being slowed is when it happens to you while you're, like, running away from mobs. I don't want that madness to happen. And the Ravagers, okay. Grizzlies and Ravagers. Easy enough. What's this? Small thorium vein? We can't do anything with those. Man, where are the mithril? Why is there no mithril in Felwood? Like, I don't think we've seen a single mithril or mineral node Despite like this being like I feel like the appropriate level for mithril. Maybe we're a little too high for mithril. Maybe mithril should have been was like ooh knockdown. They stun also. Okay. Maybe mithril was just like exclusively not exclusively, but should have actually been in a different zone. Am I gonna die? Oh my god. Wow. That was a little bit closer than I thought it was gonna be. Anyway, what I was saying is maybe mithril is at a lower level zones, and maybe Felwood is actually a little bit too high of level. I'm honestly not sure. I'm really unsure now, and I'm a little bit skeptical about whether we're gonna find any mithril here at all, because I kind of get the feeling we're really not. It's kind of a bummer, because I finally was thinking I might actually get to start mining something. It's like level appropriate. Oh well. Ooh, so Felwood is kind of, I mean, it's definitely like both factions have a camp here, both factions have a presence, but I don't really think of it as being strongly Alliance or Horde. I feel like it's very neutral, honestly. Like I really do think it's a very neutral zone, which is kind of rare. I feel like a lot of zones I would consider to have kind of a leaning one way or the other. But when you look at, so here's the map of Felwood. The Horde camp is on the west over here, and the Alliance camp, oops, sorry, let me get this mob pulled. Let's turn off AoE taunt so he doesn't accidentally taunt this. The Alliance camp is in the north. Hold on a sec. I'm like using the same dots twice. I just like totally failed and wasted a bunch of mana. Okay. So our camp's over here to the west. Like Horde is very centralized, which actually is really, really nice. Alliance are very, very in the northern part. This little house here is basically where the Alliance camp is. And it's so, I mean, I guess you could argue this is more of a Horde territory than Alliance because of that. Because it's somewhat isolated from the Alliance flight point. But I really don't feel like it's strongly Horde. Like it doesn't ever, just by spending time here, I never really feel like I'm like, you know, significantly seeing more Horde than I am Alliance. It doesn't really feel that way at all. I don't know, maybe I aggro this wolf, I'm gonna fear him off me real fast. Maybe I'm, you know, misjudging it, but it just, every server I've ever played on, I feel like this is fairly balanced and not really leaning Horde more than Alliance. Well, that wolf ran directly the opposite direction of me. All I wanted to do was loot him. Ooh, look at that, what was that? Grinning Axe of Strength. A two-handed 21 strength axe. That's solid. Looks pretty nifty too. That's a good axe. Definitely, you know, bind on equip items, we've talked about this before, they're just never going to really replace good quest items. But it sure is nice when you find like a pretty good bind on equip item. Like there are exceptions to that where there's good ones, and that's one of the good ones, I would say. Like that's kind of thing a warrior might take. Certainly not over like a whirlwind axe or anything like that, but it's good though. You might notice I recall my pet when I'm in combat with these guys. I pull them back when I'm soul siphoning, and it's something that someone that was, I forgot who it was, commented on one of my videos and explained to me this. I was complaining that my soul siphon, so this is improved drain soul, has a 100% chance to give me increased mana regeneration when a mob dies. I was complaining that the thing was never proccing properly. Like I kept thinking it was supposed to proc always, and it wouldn't always do that. And finally someone's like, well, it's because your Void Walker is killing the mob and you're not getting the kill. And it like really surprised me. Like I didn't realize, I guess, that the Void Walker was doing enough damage to actually cause that. Like I guess I knew he does melee damage, but like I never thought of him as doing enough to that frequently get the killing blow on a mob. But he was. Like it turned out that as soon as I started to fear, oh not fear, sorry, I'm fearing right now. As soon as I started to recall my Void Walker as a mob was about to die, I would find that I was always getting the proc. So now I just, when my mob's down like maybe less than 10%, I tell it to back off, and that's basically it. I mean, it works really, really well now. Is that a rogue or warrior in the distance? Okay. There is a human like an alliance running around back there, and it's a alliance warrior level 53. Not really a huge concern for us, but would be nice to not die to it. And I was just worried if it was a rogue, you know, it's a different beast, different thing to worry about. Let's tap once. I just want to stay a little bit more full health just in case. I'm still working on these stupid blood ambers, which I'm guessing there's a quest chain for this because it seems like this looks like something that would continue on. But I'm gonna let that warrior pull this mob, and then I'm just gonna go like run by him and not attack him and let him know that like I saw him and didn't kill him.
Hello.
Okay. Now I think we're in the clear. What's over here? Okay. I don't know. I've done this a million times. I've mentioned this. I really like letting people know that I could kill that warrior so easily right now. Like that warrior would be toast if we went at him. But I'm not trying to cause any trouble, and I prefer to like let him realize like, oh, like it's like some psychological thing where the warrior thinks, oh, that warlock could have killed me, but he didn't. I shouldn't kill him when I have a chance to kill him later. But it doesn't always work that cleanly, but I'm just like giving it a try. I always try that. Just like wave, run by them, not attack them, let them go about their day. And then like half the time the alliance guy just comes up and kills me anyway, like a couple minutes later, or tries to kill me. But sometimes it works. Like I don't know, sometimes it kind of works. It's my strategy to dealing with alliance. As you know, I don't know, it's like maybe surprising, but I very rarely kill people. I think people sometimes have commented that how friendly I tend to be towards alliance. I don't know why, but well, honestly, the truth is because I used to play on a PvE server. In retail vanilla, I was on a PvE server, not a PvP server, and so I think I kind of got in the habit of like just not messing with alliance at all because I couldn't do anything to alliance. Like I never thought of them as being people that I would fight like ever. And so I think it's like something. Wow, that guy sure is fleeing really far. I think it's something like a habit I've just kind of gotten instilled in me to like not fight alliance for whatever reason. I'm gonna shadow bolt that guy. There we go. And that's kind of the basic. It's probably like the root of the reason why I don't fight them frequently. Now, certainly you've seen me. I'll gank the crap out of them if I feel like they're infringing on my mobs. And of course, if they fight me, then I'm definitely gonna kill them because, man, I don't know about you, but I just I'm not gonna like let them kill me. There's exceptions. If it's like a high level 60 and I'm like level 40 or 30, then you know what am I gonna do? I pretty much just try to run away. I don't really try and get kills or anything because, man, there's a point, and you've all probably felt this, when you're getting ganked by high level characters. Like, what are you gonna do? You just kind of have to give up. Like, you can't. Like, the best thing you can do is position yourself to. The stupid mob ran out of range of my soul drain, so I didn't get my buff. The worst thing, like the best thing you can do is just like try to position yourself to flee into a spot that's like safe to die, or just like even if it's not safe, you're just at least moving closer to where you're supposed to be going. Like what else are you gonna do? So there's a lot of times where I've done that, probably more than anything when I'm in PvP. I'm just like trying to position myself somewhere that's not as crappy to die. That's like the best goal you can have sometimes. You know, you've worn out all your options, so you just try not to die in a bad spot. Which is really kind of pitiful when I say that out loud, but I don't know, what are you supposed to do? Now, I've been live streaming a little bit on Legion, and I would like to do a vanilla live stream soon. I haven't gotten to it yet. It's a little bit, it's not different, but I don't know what to stream. Like, it's hard to decide what is appropriate to stream on for vanilla, because in Legion things move so quickly. Like, you just level so fast and can get through things so quickly that it's easy to pick just about anything and you'll blow through it. Like, you don't have to, I don't know, you don't have to worry about like hanging up on a boring zone for a long time. Whereas with these, like this whole Let's Play series, I'm sure everyone out there has skipped certain zones when I've been like, oh, we're in Teneris today, or like maybe this episode, you know, I'm just grinding bears, and it only, I'm gonna death quell that guy to not get stunned, but then I get stunned anyway, sad. But, you know, there's always like slow zones or slow ranges of levels in vanilla, and they don't make for as interesting of content, I think, as Legion, in the sense that like it's just not as attention grabbing. which is really, I mean, like for me, I enjoy it because I really like playing vanilla, even if it's slow moving. But I try and keep in mind like what other people would like, and I just sort of get the sense that live streaming vanilla is a little bit trickier for some reason. Like I just haven't decided how to go about it yet, and I do plan to do some live streams in vanilla also. I'm never going to be like probably a consistent or like frequent live streamer, I should say, but I'm going to get a knockdown here in a sec. But it would be fun to do a vanilla live stream, and I might end up playing my gnome mage. He's on a PvE server, and that's one reason, because he's on a PvE server, so I don't have to worry about getting sniped, which is really helpful. So I don't, if you've ever seen a live stream before, you've probably seen people get sniped, like they call it stream sniping, which is really frustrating, I think, for some people. It hasn't happened to me yet. I'm sure someday it will, but I don't really care that much, because I'm, like, I don't know, it doesn't, I just don't think it'll annoy me that much. Certainly it'll be like a little kind of boring just watching me res and get killed, but what am I gonna do about it, you know? It's just one of video games problems. I don't know, it's yeah, I just have bigger things to worry about than getting stream sniped. This mob is fleeing so far away. I'm trying to get close enough to, there we go, drain life. Huh, I didn't get the full drain life, unfortunately. That's okay. He just died too fast, that's all. Now we're about halfway through our blood ambers. We got 7 of 15. I'm kind of wondering now, maybe we should go in the cave just for fun. I don't know. We've killed 8 of our 12 grizzlies, and we've killed 3 of our 12 Felpaw ravagers. So we need to kill quite a few more of both those mobs, actually. Let's see. This guy's gonna start whacking the crap out of us. I want to probably take a drink here in a moment. In game, not in real life. Don't worry. Okay, we got 8 of 12. Nice. So let's see. Maybe I can just dark pact some mana. I'm trying to avoid sitting and drinking as much as possible. Let's kill this guy. Maybe we'll go a little bit slower on this guy and let Tang off the tank a bit. While we just drain a bunch of health from him, maybe. Yeah, this should work pretty well, I think. I'm hoping we don't aggro him, which probably is going to aggro him. I was going to say, he's probably going to aggro in just a second. Let's death coil him off us. And now I need to just drain soul the rest of the way. That was pretty good. We like pulled up quite a lot of health off that, and a decent amount of mana. There's a 60 mage, gross. Seems like we're seeing a lot more grizzlies than wolves. I don't know if the wolves are maybe in a different spot, but I did not mean to drain soul on that guy. Whoops. How much does mana drain soul cost? I actually don't know, because I don't have the I don't have the actual spell on my toolbar here. I don't know if you've noticed that. I actually just have like a macro. Let me show you that macro too real quick. Let's get all the dots on this guy. I'm back up a little and start draining life. Okay, so my macro that I use is, how do I get to macros? I guess escape. But I'm worried if I press escape. Run, run. He's gonna knock me. I was gonna say he's gonna knock me down in a sec. If I press escape, I'm worried it would cancel my casting there. So macro. This is the macro I use. If you want to copy it for yourself, someone else gave it to me. I don't know how to use it myself. I didn't make it myself. Basically, all you do is you just change this top part, cast drain soul, to whatever the highest rank is, whatever rank you want to use. Like we have rank 4, and then just drop this on your toolbar, and then all it's going to do is look for any of these bag names you have, which these are all soul shard bags, and it's going to pick up the like first item in the container. Maybe it's the last item. I think it's the first item. And pick it up and then throw it away, and then you'll have a space automatically for your soul shard to go into. So it's super, super, super handy. Cleansed Wind Blossom. Oh, we need to get that, folks. We need to get that. I love me some Wind Blossoms. This is the one that buffs us, if I remember right. Let's kill this guy. There's a couple grizzlies like pouncing around us, and I would prefer they don't both aggro on us, which might happen in a moment with this one. He's getting a little bit close. Wind Blossom berries. Okay, so it's not a buff. That's right. This one gives you items, which is restore. Basically, it's food, right? So nothing fancy, but it's like a decent food. It's like level 45 food, I think. Is that right? Level 45. Yeah, it's like all 45 food, which is not by itself that useful, but also increases your stamina by 10 for 10 minutes the moment you cast it, so it's like a free plus 100 health buff. So we should probably just be using that. Like if I use it right now, it automatically gives me increased stamina plus 10, and then I'm healing like normal for food, right? So I'm gonna let that heal me up a little bit more. That's good enough. That's good enough. Yeah, so it's really handy actually, those buffs. Really, really nice. Now, I see a wolf over there to the right. Yeah, I'm just thinking maybe we go kill the wolves now. We finish them off. We've got plenty of grizzlies in this. I mean, they're all over the place here, so we should wrap them up any time now. I only need 2 more kills anyway. Huh. I was gonna say I'm about to get knocked down. There we go. Back up. Can drain his soul now. These also hit hard. I mean, in general, I just get hit so hard as a warlock. I have such little health and so little armor that it really just like knocks the crap out of me every time they hit me. Just kind of unfortunate, but such is life as a clothy. What are you gonna do? We could stack armor. I guess we could like do like increased stamina, because like agility increases armor and chance to dodge, right? So we could like, there is a way as a cloth where you could like get a bunch of enchants that give you increased stamina, increased agility, or like the armor kits to get increased armor. You could do all of that and then just like, I don't know, play defensively, if that makes sense. Like we could just try to like fear mobs away from us and do things like that, and we could probably actually survive a long time against mobs. He's gonna go out of range in a moment. Yeah. What a bully. This guy always goes out of range, these things. I see at least 2 wolves on screen right now, so that's what I'm hoping to kill. We got 3, 4, maybe that's, yeah, this is where the wolves are at. This is a good spot for wolves. There's definitely some other things we have to fight along the way, but no problem. At least the owls are neutral. I appreciate the iron beak screechers, and I think, if I remember right, those are cards. Is it Iron Beak? I think it's just Iron Beak Owl is what it's called. Iron Beak Owls. I didn't realize this is where they're at. They silence you in Hearthstone. It's one of the first cards in the game from the first base set, I guess you'd call it, classic set. And they silence other cards. They actually got nerfed because they were just used too frequently. They made them cost a little bit more mana. I want to go ahead and kill one because I'm curious if they silence or what they do. Yeah, deafening screech cannot cast spells. Okay, so they do silence people. Interesting. Huh. It's like an AoE silence, in fact. So it's even more frustrating to deal with. What's the range on this thing? Oh, never mind. He's too close to us now. That's really funny. So I didn't realize those things silenced, but they actually translated that very thoroughly into Hearthstone. Huh. Giant egg. I think giant eggs are actually used for a cooking questline. I'm sure they are actually. It's like one that, like for level 225, I think it is, to get above 225 in cooking you need like a dozen or 10 giant eggs or something. Forget how many. And I my cooking, by the way, skills, cooking, where are we at? Yeah, I never trained cooking. I literally have a 0 skill in cooking, which is kind of embarrassing. I actually use cooking a lot on most of my characters once I get 60, but obviously I have not been using it on this character. Infected wounds, physical damage taken increased by 12. Wow. Huh. It's a little gross. I think we can sneak right through these mobs. Yeah, there we go. I mean, I knew we were going to aggro the wolf, but I was making sure we didn't aggro those 2 guys, if possible. And where are we now? Oh, we're actually way down here. So this is the part where I was saying you could sneak up the side of the mountain. What we need to do is kill this wolf, and then let's run back to the north. We're getting kind of far away from our cave that we need for the blood amber, and I'm hoping to get that done soon. I'm going to tap a couple times, and I'm going to mount, actually, to kind of run, because I'm worried we're going to aggro these things. Ooh, you know what, let's take a moment and rebuff up. I think I can tap again safely, yeah. Let's rebuff up. We need a new soul stone, and we needed our demon armor back up. We certainly need to eat and drink now. Let's use up our crawler legs and our crappy drink. Our bags are getting pretty full again. I mean, we've got quite a bit of vendor loot in here, honestly. I also might just dump this old food. This enchanted water and the grilled king crawler legs are kind of low level for us, to be honest, at this point, especially the water. So it might be worthwhile. We just need to find better water. I mean, I've never... As a warlock, there's no easy way to get food or water. You know, like mages, they have it easy. I would say easy. Like a mage can create their own food and water. They can conjure food and water, right? Which is very, very useful for leveling. As a warlock, you can't do that. And it's not like a big deal, but let's go ahead and kill this wolf. We need to kill some more of these anyway. It's not a big deal, but it's certainly really nice to like conjure food and water. The best thing we can do is conjure health stones, but to be honest, how much mana does it take up? 750 mana and heals 80 health. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's just get 1-for-1 trade health for mana, but it's like you can pay it ahead of time. So I mean, health stones are great. Don't get me wrong. I think health stones are really, really good, but they're not like a reasonable way to regenerate health and mana, right? Like it's not like you'd use it in between combat just to get more mana and health. You'd use it in combat more in like a tough situation. I'm trying to decide how to get by this bear. I think we can sneak just over here if he stays where he's at. Looking good, okay. I'm gonna go work on more blood ambers at the moment. I think there's some I know some wolves up there, but well, let's go get the wolves. It might be nice just to finish them up. I'm hoping there's like a pack of them up here or something, you know, like a good pile of them that we can just focus on. I see at least 2, so I might as well kill those. There's something to be said about really thoroughly planning out your leveling experience as any character in vanilla. Like, what I'm saying is vanilla can take so long to level that if you have a roadmap, it really, really helps you. And I'm not like following a guide or anything like that because, oh, hold on a sec. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. I'm not following a guide at all. I am just leveling kind of where I feel like based on the level I'm at. I mean, I basically have like a sense of what's the appropriate level. For the most part, that sense I think is pretty good. You'll probably have noticed, like when I went to the Hinterlands maybe 7 or 8 episodes ago, the first time we went there, maybe almost 10 episodes ago, I made a mistake. I mean, we went there and we struggled. We died a few times. We maybe got like 1 quest done. That was an example of not following a roadmap and thinking I knew what I was doing and just kind of like realizing that it was a little too high level for us. So that was unfortunate. But otherwise, I think most of the way through our leveling process, I've done a pretty good job of navigating us to avoid accidentally going into too high of a zone. And now, to be fair, a lot of that is based on the add-on I have, Cartographer, which, let's get a few more dots on here, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. So Cartographer, now if you see like I'm highlighting zones, it says like the Barrens, and then in brackets, 10 to 25, Mulgore 1 to 10, Silithus 55 to 60. So that's the add-on Cartographer, which tells you the level ranges on the map, and I refer to that a lot. It's very useful. However, I would argue that the Cartographer ranges are generally a little bit high for some of the zones. Like I would not say, not high, low. Like I would not tell you to go to Felwood at 48. I would say Felwood is more like 49 or so, and just in general, I think the Cartographer add-on kind of says a little bit the low end range should be 1 to 2 levels higher in most cases. There's one that's really bad to me, which is Western Plaguelands is 51. I would really argue it's like 52. Like that one, I feel like it's like really almost strictly you need to be a little bit higher. I know people like go there at 50, but I just disagree with it. Huh. Well, I forgot to put my soulstone on, I just realized, but honestly, I'm not really sure my soulstone would have done me any good there anyway. Like, what am I supposed to do? Res right next to them? Anyway, we're gonna run back. I just saw, like, suddenly I was dotted, and I was like, well, I'm dead. When I saw, like, 2, I think they were raid geared. I actually didn't get a good look at them, but I'm pretty sure at least the mage, he had raid gear on, so, like, what are you gonna do, you know? The good news is it's not a hugely awful run to get back. I'm just gonna cross the river here. And I think we can just kind of hop through here. Maybe I'm missing it. There's definitely a way to get up this river. It's not too bad yet. There we go. Easy enough. And then we just follow up this path and then go up this way. Now, we need 2 more wolves and 6 more blood amber. And the blood amber, 6 more blood amber is probably at least 12 more kills. The wolves, however, I mean, just 2 kills. I mean, that's easy. And we can honestly do that probably all over the place here. It looks like they're all in this area. So the wolves, we can move away from there. But unfortunately, for the blood amber, we have to be there. I don't think there's any other spot. Now, we might be able to get into the cave to get away from those people. I don't know if they're going in that deep. I think they may have just been passing by. It might have just been like literal coincidence. But we'll take a look. I'm not too worried about that. I'm optimistic for our ability to finish these quests. Now, once we finish these couple of quests, our hearth is in Orgrimmar, so if we find we kill these quests and we're getting like camped or having trouble getting out of here, I can just hearth back to Orgrimmar and then fly back to what is this? Blood Venom Falls. I was like, not Darkshore, or whatever it's called. Okay, there's my corpse. I don't see them anywhere, so I'm gonna make the assumption that it's Undead Mage. Okay, I'm gonna make the assumption it's safe to res over here in the corner. I guess we'll find out momentarily. We're obviously gonna get our Void Walker up right away. Gives us a chance if something aggroes us to like send that mob out, or to send our little pet out to guard us a bit. And let's tap. I guess we'll go ahead and put on our Soul Stone. We haven't been killed yet, so maybe it's worth it. We'll find out in like a few seconds if we just instantly explode as to whether that was a good decision or not. And okay, Demon Armor's up. We're just gonna bandage, and then we'll be good to go. I really need to get Runecloth bandages, by the way. Like, really need to. Okay, I think we're back in fighting shape. Let's go ahead and take on this guy. Hope for some good drops, or not good drops. Just hope for. Oh man, I don't see that very often. Get rooted in midair. Like usually that doesn't happen to me. I'm kind of amused by that. I like that. Always a good time. I want to bring Tangmoth back. Okay, I just didn't want him to aggro that bear just yet, if we could help it. I'm hoping we don't aggro the bear. Got our Blood Ember? Nice. Okay, in and out. So now I'm tempted actually to go into the cave, which is like opposite of what I was saying earlier. The corpse of the gnome warlock. Okay, there's the gnome warlock corpse. Someone killed him. I don't know who that is. It wasn't me, obviously. That scares the crap out of me because he's not releasing, which means he might have a soul stone, which means he might come back and decide to kill me, like just as out of a vengeance kill. It would be in my best interest to hide. And the only way to do that is to get inside this cave if I can. Okay. I know it seems so weird, like opposite of what I was saying earlier, but I definitely want to hide in here. There we go. I was trying to move Tangmoth over so he's not... Like, I don't want to be visible, right? Like, we're around this corner here. No one can see us. I think we're in a pretty good spot here. I'm definitely going to stay in here. And just stay camped out. It feels so weird hiding in a cave to stay safer, but I really think it's the way to go. Okay. I will say this. We've had like 3 drops in a row, which is beautiful. And we're starting to stack up in like higher mana potions. So I'm just going to like literally just waste a low mana potion because we just have so many. It's not really low, but like low-ish. That mob's out of range. Okay. I didn't really want to get rooted right here because I feel like I'm kind of in the open. That was a mistake. I should have like pulled to the wall a little bit more, be a little bit less obvious. I don't think, like I'm pretty sure that Warlock and Mage were not farming these mobs or anything like that. I think it was just coincidence. They saw me from the road maybe and came to kill me. Seeing as how that guy was dead on the road, it kind of gives me hope that they're not really coming over here. Can I pull just this one? I think so. Okay, beautiful. I was worried that he was going to pull his buddy with him. But this looks pretty good. And the respawn rate on these guys is pretty fast, to be honest. How do I pull aggro on this guy? I'm going to death coil him off me for a moment. The respawn rate's pretty fast on these guys, I've noticed. Like, from the ones we're killing outside, at least. So I'm a little bit concerned that we get stuck in here. Like, I really don't want to be like... This is a deep cave, wow. I didn't realize how deep this cave goes. I kind of want to just take like a look and just see what I'm looking at here. I don't know, is there like a quest or anything down here? I don't know if there's like a specific quest in this cave. I'm not really familiar with this spot. I want to fear that guy because I think he's about to flee. Or like, not flee, chase after me. I don't really want him to do that, so that'd be good to avoid that problem. Blood amber, okay, we need one more blood amber, and then we'll need 2 more wolves. This has been good drop rates, like, in this cave. I don't know if it's just coincidence or what. I think it is. I don't think it's different drop rates depending on where a mob spawns. But this has been solid. Apparently this guy decided to come eat my face. Like, Tangmoth did not taunt him up very well. Sadly. I'm hoping this is our last drop. If we get lucky here, we'll be all done with this. Nope, not quite lucky enough. That's okay. I think we should go back outside. I'm a little concerned at this point, if we go any deeper, that these mobs out here, right at the entrance, are going to respawn or get stuck in here. And I'm a little less concerned now about the Alliance, because it's been a few minutes. Like, that usually if you wait just a few minutes, mobs will, or like Alliance or whoever, will disappear, leave you alone. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, is that guy released and wandered off, and we're okay. But man, we do need to heal up in a moment. I think we're tempting fate a little bit by being this low on health and mana. Okay, we're all done. Good. Let's I just like dark pacted the last of the mana away from Tangmoth. How can I mount in this cave? That's surprising. And now we need to find a few wolves to kill. I think we can get up here. Yeah, it's a little bit better of a shortcut. And I think there's a wolf. Yeah, I was gonna say there should be 2 wolves right here. Okay, let's go. Let's get them. This will be really nice, just wrapping up this last little bit here. Just getting the wolf here, wolf to our left. Where is it at? I lost track of it. Like, my camera's going crazy on me. But I know there's a wolf right to the left there. And that'll pretty much take care of the wolf problem, which is great. Draining some life. Da, da, da. Whew. That wolf was like hanging on a dear life at the end there. Okay, we got a few bag slots left. We're all good. Yeah, okay. Let's do the last one we need to kill. I'm really tempted to like hearth out of here. Like, I just have this bad feeling that we got ganked near that road, and I'm just really scared that it's gonna happen again. Like, I have this like incredible fear that we're just not gonna make it out of here safely. Maybe we should just give it a try. Just try and make a run for it. I mean, it should be faster. Ooh, we got boots of the bear from the wolf. Pretty good boots, actually. But I think it'll be faster to just run. Let's see. Yeah, the road's right up here. We can just get through this little gap. Okay. Yeah, my guess is it'll be a little bit faster for us if we just run to turn in this quest. There is some quests we can grab up here, maybe. But I'm not really worried about doing those quests right now. I tend to worry about this quest up here at Felpaw Village when I go to Winter Spring. Like, it's kind of... There's some link, and there's a couple quests that kind of relate to each other a little bit. And in general, I think it's more efficient to just do them together. And not start Felpaw Village, and then leave, and then come back to Winter Spring like 5 levels later. And Winter Spring itself, I should mention, it says like 55 to 60. I would say it's pretty accurate, actually. I would say I wouldn't go there before 55. So that's pretty good. So we've still got a few levels where we're heading over there. And you can tell like the grind on levels is going slow now. Like, we have, what's this? Small thorium, not any use for us. We've been working probably for like about 45 minutes. We've been working on this episode. We've only gained about 4 bars of experience in that time, and that's with the rested experience. That's double. We would have only gained 2 bars in that time if I hadn't, we didn't have rested experience. So I mean, we do have 3 quests complete, which we completed 2 just today. So that's certainly going to help. What's the name of this quest? The Strength of Corruption? We have to go all the way back down to freaking Camp Mohachi to turn that stupid quest. Man, that's such a long flight for that. What I think we'll do is, maybe, huh. We're going to go to Venom. We're going to go to Blood Venom Post. I want to go there. And in Blood Venom Post, I'm going to see if there's any new quests. Like, it looks like there might be a quest that we missed, like the Truel Failbane quest. So I want to go down there and double check, get that quest if there is one there. And then run down south to turn in these 2 quests, Cleansing Felwood and Collection of Corrupt Water. Turn in both those. They'll probably get some chain quests there. Then I think I will hearth to Orgrimmar and fly from there to Feralis and turn in the quest in Feralis, the Strength of Corruption. I don't know if there's going to be a chain for that or not. Kind of feels like it should be. So we're going to go turn that in, and then we'll probably just log out in the inn in Feralis, make sure we're getting our rested XP. It's really vital to get rested XP as much as possible. The last few episodes I haven't done that very well, so I think I'm starting to burn through it. You can never tell because you can... So on this server, Anathema, which is an Elysium server, if it's correct, the rested XP you should gain, if you're in an inn and you log out, you should gain rested XP to over 3 days. So after 72 hours, you'll max out your rested XP. And that rested XP should give you 1.5 levels of rested XP, regardless of what level you were at. If you're at like level 1 and you're in an inn for 3 days, you will have, and you go and grind on mobs, you'll have rested XP all the way through level 1 and halfway through level 2. If you're level 58, and you go to an inn for 3 days, you'll have rested XP all the way through 58 and halfway through 59. That's just the way it always works. And I think it's correct on this server, because the problem is, I tend to play so slowly that I generate plenty of rested XP, and as a result, I haven't seen the end of my rested XP bar pretty much ever, because I'm almost always 1.5 levels of rested XP. So I should be... I think, though, at this point, I'm getting a little bit close. I think if we hit level 53 right now, somehow magically, we would see that my rested XP indicator is probably less than halfway into the next level. Oh, yeah, looks like there is a quest here. Truel Failbane. I don't know where this quest was at. Yeah, in Winter Spring. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like, Albeasts, I think, are in Winter Spring. Wild Guardians. Yeah, it really is, like... Okay, well, we got the quest. We'll hold on to it for the future. Is there a mailbox here? There is a mailbox. Let's take a look at our mailbox. We should have a lot of stuff from the auction house. But actually, hold on, before I do that, I want to repair and vendor off a few of these things. Quite a few of these things, to be honest. Heart of the Wild might be vendor lootable, so we're going to hold on to that. Okay, looks pretty good. We're starting to stack up the gold, though, folks. I don't know if you noticed. We're at like 174 now. It's pretty nice. Auction expired. Okay, so my Elixir Fortitude didn't sell. This didn't sell. Wildvine sold, which is nice. Incendisar Scale sold, which is nice. Wildvine sold, which is nice. Let's go back over here. I'm going to vendor the Dusky Boots, but the Elixir Fortitude, there was none on the auction house. There was one that someone had listed for like 20 gold. So I listed mine for like 7 or 8 gold, or maybe 10 gold. It still didn't sell. I'm gonna open these. So I'm tempted. I'm surprised those didn't sell. I always undercut everyone on the auction house. No matter what I'm selling, I always sell it for at least 10% less than the lowest buyout. Like flat across the board. I just don't care. Like I'm not interested in maximizing my earnings from stuff that I pick up when I'm out leveling. So I usually just want to just dump it. So I always undercut everyone by 10%. I'm like that guy, you know, like there's always someone that undercuts stuff and tries to bottom out the market. Thankfully for me, or for those people, because I don't like buy a bunch of stuff, it doesn't really matter. Like I'm not like buying out everything in the market and selling it lower or dumping tons of stock that I was farming. All I'm doing is just selling off any random stuff I happen to pick up, such as, you know, an excess amount of potions. But I had those listed for pretty cheap, I think. So it kind of stinks that they didn't sell. I'm really surprised. What do you have? You noticed when we earlier I did a /who and there's about 1,700, 600 people online. Now we're at 2,600. It's probably because in the U.S. it's now about 6:30 in the morning. No, it's at 7:30 in the morning U.S. Eastern time. So it's finally getting to a point where it's not like the middle of the night practically for most of the U.S. So I think the U.S. population might be logging on a bit, and the European population might be. Let's see, they're about 5 or 6 hours ahead of us, I think, in Europe. 5 or 6 hours ahead of 4 to 6 hours ahead of the Eastern U.S. So those people might be getting off of their work day now, or not really getting out of work, but it should be at least like noon time. So they might be like on lunch break, or they might have classes in the morning. A lot of different things to be going on, but a lot of times when I play, I mean, if I'm playing at 5 in the morning U.S. Eastern time or 6 in the morning U.S. Eastern time, that probably means there's very few people from the U.S. playing, and probably not a huge population from Europe playing, because they're at work or at school or it's the middle of the day. So I think the best time to play really would be closer to like 2 to 3 o'clock U.S. time. You would get a lot of people that are maybe getting off of work or out of school, and then everyone in Europe would be in the evening time. They'd be out of work by that point. So I just play it like a really off hour. I realized this a long time ago, but I realize it more and more when I see people saying that they see 4,000 or 5,000 people online on this server, and I've seen that when I go on later in the day, but not on not when I play. It's just always a little bit quieter, which actually makes leveling a little bit easier, thankfully. We're gonna turn in our first quest here to Mavis, cleansing Felwood. That's that blood amber quest we're working on. Complete. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Do we have a Cenarian beacon yet? No, we don't. That's gonna be really nice. So now when we kill mobs, they have a chance of dropping corrupted soul shards, or if we mine things, they have a chance of getting tainted vitriol, which we can turn in to Mavis. We also got 8,250 experience for that quest, which is really nice. We can turn those into Mavis, and she'll give us items that let us purify those corrupted wind blossoms and things that I keep seeing. And then we can actually mine them ourselves. Like this corrupted wind blossom, we can turn in our stuff. Like 2 of them, I think it's like a salve, it might be called. I forget how it works, but we turn in like a certain amount of those hunting or mining things, and then in exchange we get like a couple of those cleansing things, and then we use them to cleanse those corrupted plants, and then we get, things to loot from them, which is nice. Okay, 5,500 experience for that quest. Take the corrupt moonwell water to Island Water Seer in the Barrens. Huh. We might have ourselves a little detour, folks. Where in the Barrens is she? Okay, I know who this is. This is the Shaman trainer that teaches you the water totem quest. So we're gonna hearth out of here. It's faster than running back up to Blood Venom Post and then flying from there. So we're gonna hearth to Orgrimmar, and now we're about a third of the way through the level. So we got a little bit of a pretty nice boost from turning in those 2 quests. There's gonna be a lot of people spawning here in a second. You can see the shadows, and oh yeah, here comes the lag, the stuttering. Okay, so we will actually go to the Barrens first. Looks like Ratchet we're gonna land in, and in the Ratchet we'll run a little bit south, and we can turn in that quest, which is not Wild Guardians, Seeking Spiritual Aid. There we go. There's so many people that hang up on this tower. When I played Retail Vanilla, no one ever hung out on this tower. Like, I don't know why. It's like, I know it's some AFKing right around the Wind Rider, but there's people that aren't even like at the stupid Wind Rider, like over on the other side, just hanging out. It's so weird to me. Okay, we're gonna speed up the video for this flight to Ratchet, and once we land, we'll go turn in our first quest. Okay, well, we've landed in Ratchet. It's a pretty short flight, to be honest. I figured that would be. But we're going to head now to the south of Ratchet. There's like this little weird spot. And, let me see this quest itself. Okay. Take the corrupt water to the barrens, south of Ratchet, hidden along the shore is an old friend of mine, a shaman named Islin Waterseer. Okay, so this quest is very good about explaining where you need to go. You know, sometimes there's vanilla quests that aren't very clear, and obviously I'm relying on the Questy add-on that tells me where to go. That's why I knew to go right down here. But without Questy, if I were to read the quest, I would say, okay, south of Ratchet, hid along the shore is an old friend of mine, a shaman named Islin. You should find her at a small camp right along the water's edge. Ignore the pirates. They're a nuisance and no threat to you. Yeah. So it's like a pretty easy quest. It is funny that they mention the pirates. Like, don't worry about the pirates. You don't need to kill them. You're too high level. Yeah. But anyway, it is a little hard to find her, to be honest. Like, you could go right by this and never see her. So I definitely think there is some difficulty in finding her, but not impossible. In fact, is there? Maybe I do need to go into the water almost to get up this stupid thing. I don't know if you can get up from the other side. She's pretty well hidden over here. Islin? Is that I think Islin. Good pronunciation. Okay, seeking spiritual aid. Actually, Marin Skyseer might be the water totem shaman person. We need the water cleanse. Yes, please cleanse the water. Wait, stop moving. What are you doing? Oh, hey, it's that guy. I haven't seen him in a while. Not since working on a shaman quest a long time ago. Manifestation of water. He's talking in... What language is that? Elemental? I bet the guy said, no, I can't do it. And she's going to be like, you need to do something else, and then he will help you. Cleanse water returns to Felwood. Oh, no, it's cleansed. Thank you, water elemental. Accept, okay. Cool. Well, I guess we will be taking purified moonwell water. Douses the flames off the braziers found within braziers? I don't know how to pronounce that word. I know what they are. They're like little flame holding things. Braziers, I guess you'd say. But this means we're going to Jadenar soon, folks. And Jadenar, it's gonna be tough. I'm a little bit nervous about going down there. We can't. So it's an underground area full of demons. And the problem is that it's relatively tightly packed, so we can't rely on fear easily. Is it like a very realistic chance that fear will aggro more mobs? Like very, very possible. So we have to be really careful with that. So I'm definitely nervous about that. Like another level or two would make it a lot easier, but at the same time, it might just be kind of fun to try and do it. And to see what we can do with it. So I'm really tempted to give it a shot, and we'll see what happens. But now we need to go to Feralis, and we're going to speed up the video for this flight. And when we get there, we'll turn in our quest, the Strength of Corruption, and then we will get some rested XP and call it a day. Alright, here we are in Feralis, in Camp Mahachi, and we're about to turn in our little quest, which we really, I don't know, have had for a while. I mean, how long have we had this quest? Like 4, 5, 6 episodes? But it's nice to be able to turn this in finally, and I don't know if there's a chain or not. We're going to find out. It's also very rainy in Feralis today. Complete the quest, 1,750 experience, and oh, well, that's it. Well, thank you for that really needlessly long trip away Huh. Oh well, that's okay. We're gonna just log out, I think in here. Oh. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna fly us back to Orgrimmar so we don't have to, we'll be there ready for next episode, because I think we're gonna go back to Felwood. But I want to be in Rested XP, and we land anywhere in Orgrimmar will be good. So that's the end of this episode. We'll be in Orgrimmar and we start next time. We'll head to Felwood. We'll work on probably the Jadenar quest. I think we're going to give it, they're going to turn in the Cleanse Water, Returns of Felwood, and we're going to work on the Jadenar quest, I think. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm a little bit scared about it, but I'm going to give it a try. That's all for today, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.